Hello, hi, how is everybody? I've just watched, no, not today, like 2 days ago or something, the Chamber of Secrets, so I'm very tempted to start this off by going, can everybody see me? Can you all hear me? It's probably not the right quote, but hi, how is everybody? So there's people in chat already. I don't know if I could possibly catch up, but I'm going to try. Okay, you can all hear me, that's my worry. Let me know if the music's too loud as usual. I don't know why I'm awful quality. It's not my doing. Not quite sure why. Am I terrible quality for everybody, or is that just the playback that I'm getting? By the way. As if I didn't know I have a big forehead. Lads, I'm aware of what I look like. I'm just gonna check the settings. We've been here for ages. I'm so sorry. Listen, I need it to be known that I do actually try to be on time. I really, really do. There's just always some kind of issue. Like, I've taken all my shit out of this room because I only use this room to record or stream. So like I didn't need all my shit here, so I took all my monitors and I moved them to another room, and then I moved my desktop as well, so I had to move everything back in here to do the stream. Okay, people are here. We have mods in chat. That's good. I think I can get like straight to the point. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of makeup on this stream because I don't have any makeup on. So it's going to be a semi get ready with me, semi Q&A, semi hello, and semi I have news. But you already know the news, probably. Which is that the channel hit 100,000 subscribers. Which is absolutely insane. And I'm like still not computing. Like, this happened last night. Firstly, thank you is the main thing. I am eternally grateful for all of you people. My phone is not on silent, so my phone is clearly eternally grateful for you as well. I'm eternally grateful. I genuinely am so happy, and I still can't process the fact that I run a channel that has 100,000 subscribers. Because, like, I don't know, I always have big dreams, you know? And as much as anybody can get on YouTube and make videos, not everybody can grow a channel, not because of anything to do with them, just because of the algorithm and luck, and you know, a lot of it is luck, if we're being perfectly honest. So I am very lucky and very, you know, in a great place to be able to have gotten here. And it's like, because like I said, I have so many big dreams, but you know, in the back of my head I don't really expect any of them, or even think that it's possible for any of them to actually happen. And I always wanted to do YouTube, like way back when I was watching loads of gaming stuff, and I wanted to be a gaming channel, and I wanted to be the next PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye or something. And now, like, my channel is like, people watch it, you guys watch it, which is really crazy to me. And 100,000 is so big. And I always kind of worry, like, I'm gonna say like, oh my god, I've hit this big milestone, I'm so happy, and then somebody's gonna be like, oh, like, well, 100,000 is nothing these days, like, people have millions. I'm like, well, like, 100,000 people is actually quite a lot. That is more people than can fit at a Taylor Swift Eras Tour concert. So, I mean, depending on the size of the stadium. So that's a lot of fucking people. So I'm just really happy. So thank you very much. And there will be some extra thanks and stuff. I'm reading chat at the same time. When do I get the silver, the play button? Well, the YouTube system hasn't yet caught up to the fact that I have 100,000 subscribers because I tried to like immediately this morning. I hit it last night. And then immediately this morning I was like, okay, gotta get verified. And I went and I tried, and you have to put in this little thing where you put in your channel URL, and it's like, your channel does not have 100,000 subscribers yet. So I'm like, okay, you are Google, but okay, please catch up. But yeah, so I'll hopefully get it soon. I was reading about it, like it takes like a couple of weeks to arrive, but then I have to like apply for it first. Like obviously they don't have my address, so I gotta do all that first. Let me actually see what chat is saying. I feel like I'm ignoring you guys. You are Matt. You're not Matt Smith. You're David Tennant. Happy for you, doubt you care, but super proud of you. Of course I care. You guys, no one's watching. Thank you all for being lovely. This is really sweet. Yeah, 100,000 is the first play button mark, so I cannot wait to get the play button. I don't think it's going to fit on my shelves, though, is the only issue. I hate these shelves. Don't know what I was doing with the shelves. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm pretty sure it's free. The only thing it said is, like, if there's a customs charge, which there probably will be, I'll have to pay that. And I have no idea how much that'll be, but, like, it's fine. Like, I would like the thing. Thank you. Yeah, immediately I texted Megan. I was like, Megan! Look! Which, actually, Megan might potentially be joining me later? Maybe? I don't know. She's here, but she's not responding to her messages. I'm joking. I'm the worst for responding to messages. Place it behind the ghost light. Ah, yes, so the ghosts can always be watching it. Perfect. Did Adam McIntyre ever get back to you about that road trip you suggested? Did I suggest a road trip? I do not remember. So clearly, no, he didn't, because I don't remember either. He had said to me one time, like, let's go to Amsterdam. And I was like, okay. But then that didn't happen either. Actually, yeah, I haven't spoken to him since before all this stuff with Colleen. Not out of any kind of, like, reason, by the way. I don't want anybody to read into that there's some reason. I think he's just, like, we're not, like, particularly close or anything. We don't chat in general. And I'm pretty sure he's been quite busy and had quite a lot of messages, so... Listen, if celebrities have to buy their Oscars, it'd be way funnier if YouTubers didn't have to buy their play buttons. They have to buy their Oscars? I mean, they're rich. They can afford it. They get all their clothes for those events for free. Maybe I'm just not in focus. Maybe this is the issue. I think I'm pretty focused. Not in life, but... Oh, the Wax Museum. Yes. Okay. That's not really a road trip for me. I live in Dublin. It's a road trip for him, though. No, I completely forgot about that. I don't even know if I said it to... I don't think I said it to him directly. So, no. But Adam McIntyre, let's go to the Wax Museum. I hate to ask, but are you going to do another dissociated video? I don't know. I don't know. Because I kind of, for a while, I was trying to just cover the Sergio Costa stuff. And I did kind of break from that. I did end up, like, making one video, I think, about stuff that wasn't to do with Sergio Costa. It just was all happening at the same time. But I kind of regretted that. And I kind of just want to stick to the Sergio stuff. Just because, like, I don't know. There's a lot of reasons for it. One is I've just been covering it for so long. The second is, like, I don't know. I can't do anything right when I cover those videos. Like, I'm truly grateful for the platform that it's given me, like, talking about those videos. Obviously, those videos are the ones that, like, started people watching my channel in, like, bigger numbers. And like, I'm grateful for all the people who watched and all the people who stuck around and all of that, and you're all lovely. But there is a lot of other people beyond you guys who they will either just hate me because I'm talking about it, they will hate me because I'm not critical enough, or they'll hate me because I'm not nice enough. And it does just get exhausting after a while. I mean, like, when I was covering the whole dissociative thing, like, I was getting death threats, I was doxxed, like, from both sides. So it was just kind of exhausting. So I don't know. Like, I don't mind covering the Sergio stuff because I feel like that needs to be covered, and I know there is issues still, but I think a lot of the time there's a lot of minor issues that are being brought up. Like, people are going to twist my words now. See how, like, scared I get talking about this stuff? This is one of the reasons why I don't do it, because I have to censor myself so heavily, because people are scary. Like, there's... Oh my god, the music's not playing. I had music originally. What the fuck? Okay. I knew it was quiet. I could hear myself talking too much. Yeah, you can go to the letters all you want to. Sorry, people who aren't Irish are gonna have no idea what I just said. Sorry about that. I forgot what thought I was on. Dissociated stuff. And yeah, like, people are gonna twist my words because there is issues, and I'm not taking away those issues, but a lot of it is just minor stuff because people want to be finding problems and everything, and then if I don't talk about those things because I feel like there's no need to, or worse still, if I, like, defend those things, like, I'm accused of being, like, biased and, like, I'm just sucking up to dissociative, which people still accuse me of now because I don't talk about it at all. Like, I did look at the subreddit the other day, and I was mentioned, and it was like, oh, VangelinaSkov, like, sucking up to dissociatives, turned into a full-blown, like, stan. It's like, oh. Just, you know, it's like, what? Yeah. The answer is I don't know. Like, do people want that? I don't know if people want that. I'm reading the August Caucamillish indeed. Never compromise on your opinions. Remember, you're just like anyone else. You can make them too. This world is yours as much as theirs. That is very sweet. Thank you. Yeah, it is just hard. So I don't know. Also, I just feel like there's not much worth discussing. Although I did have, like, it's not dissociated. I'm gonna tell you guys, I feel like if you're in my stream, you get to know, like, the stuff before anybody else gets to know, because usually I'm like, ooh, secret thing coming, but I don't tell anybody. But in a stream, it's like a free-for-all, you get all the information. I'm planning a video on Team Pinata. Like a big video, I just don't know when that's gonna come out, because I kind of have, like, that's a video that can kind of come out whenever, and then I have videos I have to make that are more timely, like stuff that's going on currently, or stuff for sponsors and things like that. So, that's probably going to come out at some point. I mean, I could end up just scrapping it for one reason or another, but I've started, like, revising everything. This is a Chardonnay. Actually, I haven't taken a sip from it yet. I've just been holding it here. I love the dissociative videos, but I watch all your videos. Thank you. You'd like to see a bit. I just don't even know what people exactly want me to talk about. To be like perfectly honest, I know I said I was on the subreddit the other day, but I'm not on it constantly. I'm not on it regularly. I just happened to be on it that day and I saw my name. So I don't really know what people want me to talk about. Like, I know I could look into it, but there might be nothing. YouTube is my full-time job, yes. Down it for the... I only have a little bit of wine left, so I will not be wasting it by downing it. It's quite a crisp Chardonnay, actually. Hints of pear. I'm gonna start putting on makeup, actually. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Vanji, what's the tea? Hello. The tea at the moment is I am barefaced. By the way, I will be announcing a giveaway before I forget. I guess a little tiny mini giveaway. Just to say thank you. Obviously I can't give gifts to all of you, besides the gift of my presence. But like, so it does have to be in like the form of a giveaway. If I could, I would. I'm wondering what's going on with the stalker. Is this the stuff that she was saying in... Oh yeah, in a Get Ready With Me, do I need to tell you what I'm putting on foundation. Yeah, I think I saw on TikTok something to do with like, she'd said that somebody got like arrested. They came to her house and he got arrested or something. Yeah, that was kind of insane. Did I wash my face? Yeah, I washed my face. Sorry, that was like a full-on like, don't put makeup on dirty face, people. I mean, some of you have perfect skin, so it doesn't matter, but I do not. Dropping any music soon. I wrote a song, but the problem is it's kind of like, I don't know how to... The vibe I'm getting off it, I've only written like the lyrics and a melody, but the vibe I'm getting off it is kind of like an acoustic-y guitar song, but I don't make acoustic-y guitar music, so I don't know if I'm going to release it. I do have like 2 songs that I finished in 2021 that I never released because I just, like, I actually really like them. That's the thing. I just make music that I like, and that's just the end of it. The problem is I'm a bad singer. Like, just being like, I'm not the worst singer in the world. Like, I have tone, I understand tone, but I'm not a good singer. And I'm also not good at mixing music. So the mix is kind of off. Like, I kind of went with a stylistic choice of mixing, making it sound kind of like echoey and underwater and kind of like you're asleep for those 2 songs, but that's not what people actually want to listen to. So I feel like I'd have to remix it. But you guys can have a sneak peek if you want. Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday? I'm sorry, whose birthday is it? I missed it. Oh no, somebody tell me. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'll just wait for somebody to tell me in the chat. I just saw a question I missed though. How do you balance doing YouTube and making time for yourself? If you don't mind me asking, and if you haven't answered that 1,000 times, I don't think I've answered that 1,000 times. It can be hard because like there's some days that I'll wake up and I'll work until I go to bed, you know. Especially if it's like a video that I'm trying to like get out quicker, or like I'm on a deadline or something like that, you know, either because I feel like the video itself is a pressing topic that I need to get out sooner or nobody's gonna watch it, or because like it's sponsored and there's deadlines for that. I think it's important to have a routine, especially for me, because I'm somebody like, you know, like ADHD and stuff. I find it difficult to time manage, so being like I work 9 to 5 or 9 to 5:30 really, at a minimum. So sometimes I'll work longer. Actually, a lot of the time I'll work longer. I'll work in the evening, but I work 9 to 5 and I don't work weekends if I can avoid it. Sometimes I have to get things done quicker, or like I need to work over the weekend or something comes up, you know. Like I do end up working at the weekend sometimes, and I do end up working evenings, but I try to at least have, okay, I start work at 9, I do Monday to Friday, and then at least the bulk of the work is done, you know? I know that may sound surprising because I don't get out that many videos these days, but the video style that I'm doing at the moment takes a lot more time, and I put a lot more research into my videos and stuff, and I've been putting on foundation for 5 hours. It'll be my birthday Thursday. Okay, well, happy birthday for Thursday. Thursday's 2 days away. You look gorgeous, but also love some videos on queerness or just pop culture, anything. Maybe on TikTok, although I don't know what I'd say about queerness, to be honest. Like what kind, do you have something in mind? Or just like kind of chatty stuff? It is so warm in this fucking room. I'm like dying. Like fully dying here. I'm gonna knock on wood for that, but yeah. Anyway, we can keep the Q&A going, by the way, guys. I know I was answering that question for a very long time. I have to get back to work, but I'm so happy for you reaching 1,000k. Thank you so much. Enjoy work. I don't know if you like your job, but enjoy work. I know I do this weird. I don't have too many spots at the moment. Good for me. I don't think I need to do my makeup too perfect. I'm literally just doing it for the stream. Do you have any name suggestions for a male cat? I'm trying to think of suggestions that aren't names I've reserved for myself. Toaster Strudel, I think would be great, although it may be more suited to a female cat because the nickname could be Gretchen Wieners. Jack and the Beanstalk might be fun. I can't think of actual boy names. David Tennant could work. David Tennant was my favorite doctor, so that's what I think of David Tennant. Orson Welles. That is a fantastic name. I think I put on too much concealer. That's okay. Name him Noodle. Oh yeah, the color of the cat would be important here for context. I actually need to check if Megan responded to me because okay, she did. Squishy is such a cute name! Oh, I love that. I'm so warm. Jack and the Beanstalk. But never mind, not that name. Because squish that cat. Yeah, I love that video. My sister sent it to me the other day and I just watched it on a loop. I was like, ah, this is joy. Here's that serotonin everybody's been talking about. He's a brown tabby. Chalky milk. There you go. Oh my god, call him Contour. Call him Contour Powder. I just feel like animals should not have normal names because it's your one opportunity to name something stupid. I actually don't use silk pillowcases. I have one that I bought before I realized that silk is made out of like boiled bugs, which made me very upset. To be honest, I just tie my hair up. I used to wear like a thing, like a wrap, but I just got lazy. So I just tie my hair up above my head and that's kind of the end of it, and then I try and refresh them. Didn't refresh them today though, which is why I'm so frizzy, but come out. Sorry. I'm doing this like a bit messy because I'm trying to speed up because I've been doing foundation for like 10 minutes and that is not appropriate or okay. I have come to the right place. Nesquik is cute! Oh, Bosco would be sweet. Hershey. Did you know we don't have Hershey's chocolate here? Like, I'm sure you can buy it somewhere, but it's not like in the shops regularly. But Hershey's chocolate has an ingredient in it. It's supposed to be for preserving in it, but it's one of the chemicals that's in vomit. And that made sense to me because I don't like Hershey's. So there you go. Apparently, anyway. I have not fully fact-checked that. Could be talking on my ass right now. I got two girl kitties. One is Pippi, short for Pipsqueak because she does soft high-pitched meows. Oh, and I have a tortoise shell named Rocky because of Rocky Road ice cream. That's adorable. Yes, call the cat Cadbury. Vangelina reminds me really of Darlene of Roseanne. I have been told this constantly since I started viewing YouTube. The funny thing is, because I'd never seen Roseanne, but I had seen The Big Bang Theory, and the same actress is in that, and I remember watching that with my dad's girlfriend. She was like, oh my god, that looks so much like you. Like, anytime she would come up, she'd be like, that looks so much like you. And I never saw it, but then I saw like pictures from Roseanne when she was younger, and I'm like, oh yeah, that does look like me actually. That explains why I don't love milk chocolate. I mean, it's not in all chocolate. It's not in, like... Well, I can't speak for American chocolate. You guys have different ingredients than we do. Like, you have things that we can't even approve here. But, yeah. It's not all chocolate. It's just that I heard that about Hershey's. And that might even not be entirely true. So. We didn't name our cats because they were already named Batman and Biscuit. It's a byproduct of a chemical which stops the chocolate melting. It's not really technically chocolate. Hershey's isn't chocolate. What is it? What is any of your food? Why is your food all pretending to be food? I don't understand. It's chocolate flavored candy. You guys need some Cadbury's. Do you have Cadbury's in America? Out of curiosity. That was a lot of blush that I just put on. Oh, it looks fine. Looks fine on camera. I need to actually check if Megan's coming on later or not. I think I'll finish putting the makeup on first. What was I gonna say? Yes. We can do more Q&A questions, by the way. Also, let me know if you guys want to hear like a sneak peek of those songs that I didn't release. And you can just tell me if you want me to release them. But I may have to remix them. Though I don't want to. Sorry, I think I was being too real there for a second. I don't wanna. Cadbury's in Canada, okay. They bought it out, yeah. It's quite sad. It's much sweeter now, right? Like, I'm not imagining that. Like, Cadbury's did get a lot sweeter after they bought it. Like, it was always really sweet, but now it's more like, I don't know. Like, kind of painfully sweet. Or maybe I'm just old. Oops. I just put that completely in my eyebrow. Cadbury's is available now in the Netherlands in my local supermarkets. That is nice. It's the best chocolate. Yes to songs. People want to hear the songs. Sorry, I'm reading stuff about American food. Let me just put on this highlighter. Back in my day, chocolate was made out of chocolate. Sorry. Right. It definitely hurts to eat now, right? I'm not imagining it then. Okay, so there's two songs that I did at the same time pretty much in 2021. Do you guys all know my song Anyone But Me? Or have you guys not heard that? This smells like peaches, by the way, which Megan knows because I think I made her smell it. It's like, smell the powder. It just smells delicious. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, you guys need to let me know if you know that song. Because this is relevant for what I'm gonna say. I'm bored of putting makeup on now. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done. Anyway, my point of bringing up Anyone But Me. Tell me if you don't know it. Because I'll stick it on real quick for you guys if you don't. But if you do, so that was one version of it, and then I made a version 2, which I made in 2021 at the time with that kind of like reverby underwater sounding style. And the other song I made was called Spaceships. So essentially, which would you like to listen to? You like the slowed version of Anyone But Me? I like that too. Did I say Peach? Oh, I did say Peach. Peach's song from the Mario movie. Anytime I hear Peaches, I just think of that song, by Peaches. What was it called? Oh crap, I don't know. Do you guys want to see how pretty this eyeshadow is? Can you see this? No, it's not. It's focusing on my stupid face. Isn't it so pretty? Yeah, essentially, I'm just asking which song do you want to hear? Do you want Anyone But Me version 2, which is very different to the original, or do you want Spaceships? Again, warning for like bad vocals and stuff, but I think you guys are prepared. I'm gonna finish this super quick because I'm bored. My buzzer for doing makeup ran out. This eyeshadow, sorry, is nice and subtle. I'm enjoying it. People want spaceships. Okay. Thank you for the congrats. Let me just finish this. You know what? I can just let you guys listen to it while I finish my eyeshadow. Can you hear the background music okay? By the way. So I know how much to adjust the audio for the song. Although if I leave it at a low level and speak over it, then you'll have to listen to it properly if I release it. So thinking ahead. My eyebrows are all shiny now because I stuck a lot of highlighter in it. Oh, also we can still do like Q&A. You can feel free to put in Q&A questions while we're listening to the song. It's not one or the other. Although we can also do more Q&A when Megan's on, which will be soon. Okay, people, it's pretty much unanimous for... Audio's a little choppy, but mostly when you're speaking. It might be ducking. Right, let me pull up the song. Give me a second because it's being slow for some reason. And then I will finish makeup very quickly because I'm literally just gonna put on mascara and some lipstick and be done. I don't even know if I want to put on lipstick because then it's gonna get on my glass, you know? You know the issue? I'll turn it up a little bit so you can hear it better. So what are we doing? Spaceships. Open the song, please. Is Megan joining you on the live? I believe so. I just told her I was gonna do a little sneak peek and then I would... Actually, I can set up the call while you guys are listening to the song. That would work. Okay. Right. I will turn off the background music and... Right. I'll turn it up a little bit. That might be too loud, but I can do it. Tell me if that's way too loud, like if I'm not loud enough to speak over that. Now I'm gonna set up the Zoom call. Apparently I don't have Zoom on this computer. Oh yay, people like it. Thank you. I'm gonna keep talking over it so that you don't get the full experience until I potentially release it, although I may not because it's been in the works. Well, not even in the works, it's been on the back burner for years. understand why I don't have Zoom. It's quick though, it'll be quick to install. I did this the other day. I was recording with a lazy. I was like, I'm sorry I'm late to the meeting, I don't have Zoom. People want me to release it? I feel like it would have to be remixed though. It's not mixed very well. Okay, I thought I messed up my microphone there. Sorry for going silent, I just need to set up this call. If only I wasn't working, I could just survive with a glass of wine. Ha, I'd do it for you. I like the mix, but it's not like a proper, like professional sounding, like it would sound out of place on like Spotify or something, you know what I mean? Like it's not a well done mix, but I like it, I enjoy it. But then maybe people, I don't know, maybe people just like it that way. I'm glad people like it though, that's very nice. Okay. Sorry, I'm just sending the link to Megan now, and then she should join soon enough, hopefully. Cool. Actually, that was really good timing because I've just gotten the whole call set up as the song is ending. Who are my influences for writing songs? I don't know, that's so hard because I listen to so much stuff. I think it's just a culmination of everything I listen to, everything I have listened to, and then whatever it is I'm listening at the time. I'm trying to think of what I was listening to at the time I made this, but I think I was listening to a lot of hyperpop, but this isn't hyperpop at all. So, and like at the moment I'm listening to a lot of Evanescence, but then I wrote like something acoustic-y sounding. By the way, I know this sounds really sad, but it is in fact a love song. Hold on. I think Megan's joining the stream. Hopefully it's working. I don't know if actually you're gonna be able to hear. I think so. Oh, sorry, Megan, my speakers is set to something I can't hear out of. Hold on. Okay, can you speak? Oh, the joys of Zoom. I can't hear anything. Can you guys hear anything? I'm gonna check messages. I'm gonna put on the background music. Oh, background music is too loud now. I apologize profusely. Okay, I think that's better. Oh, Megan is not here anymore. She has left. Oh dear. Well guys, it's just us right now. How are you? I mean, could always produce different mixes. I feel like, no, like leave the song the way it is, like not change anything about the song, just like the EQing and the effects and like get it sounding a bit better. I'm trying to think like influences for writing songs. I don't know, I think like the way I do lyrics has always been heavily inspired by Evanescence, to be perfectly honest, just because that's what I listened to so much of when I was younger. But I'm kind of trying to move away from that, not because there's anything wrong with the way they do their lyrics, but I'm just trying to go out of my comfort zone a bit. Oh, let's see if we can hear Megan now. I'm just gonna wait. I might have kicked her out instead of letting her in. That was purely accidental. Sorry, I'm just trying to... It doesn't seem to want to cooperate with me. Guys, you need to do all of your manifesting for Megan to get in the chat. While we're waiting, ask me questions. You can ask me about, I don't know, drama, about life, about wine or cats' names. What instruments do I know how to play? I am the quintessential example of somebody who can do a lot of things to a very basic level and have mastered nothing. So I'm classically trained on the violin. I started playing when I was 5, but I haven't played since like I was 18 or 17 maybe. So it's been a while, so I don't even know if I'd be able to play if I picked it up now. I can kind of play guitar, but again, not that well. A bit of bass, not that well. Viola I taught myself because it was like almost the same as playing violin. I can play like one thing on piano, but I can't play piano. And obviously, like, you can't see it, but like the ukulele now, Joe did a terrible job of. I used to have a drum kit as well, which I could kind of play, but I haven't played since I was a teenager. Jack of all trades, master of none. That is the thing I was trying to say. ADHD skill set, yeah. Yo, what's poppin'? I literally just watched your video for the first time. Hi. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna just see, Oh, Wi-Fi keeps cutting out. Okay, no worries. Okay. I'm gonna finish putting on the rest of the makeup anyway. I clicked something and I can't make it go away. Okay. Ah! Right. Do I put eyeliner on? No, I can't be arsed, to be perfectly honest, witches. So, there's that. Did you guys see there's gonna be a new Mean Girls movie, by the way? It doesn't look like it's gonna be good though, so I'm worried. I feel like they should have, like with all the love for the 2000s at the moment, they should have just made it a 2000s movie again, instead of trying to make it in the current day. Noah Fintz is gonna play the green... I don't know who that is. Do I know who that is? I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't think I know who that is. You gotta go make lunch. Go make lunch. Enjoy that lunch. It's supposed to be a Mean Girls musical movie. Oh, well, I'm down for that. Oh my god. Then never mind. They should have released it on October 3rd. That is what should have happened. Missed opportunity. But there's probably a reason for that that I don't know. Start off the year with a bang. Nothing comes out in January anyway. Hello, Megan. Hello. Hello, Megan. It says she's joined, but I can't hear. I'm just gonna leave it for a minute while I do the mascara and maybe... Or actually, maybe my volume is too low. Megan... Oh, hi, hello, that was my fault.
Hi.
Hi, hold on, let me turn up the... Can everybody hear Megan? I'm gonna stop the background music. Fucking hell. There, I've stopped the background music. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm sorry, you must have been talking the whole time and I just could not hear you.
Oh no, I literally just got it to work. I don't know what's been happening for the last like hour. My Wi-Fi keeps cutting out like every 2 seconds.
Oh dear. Well, it seems to be working now, so that's all good. I'm glad you're here. People can hear
Success.
you, by the way. The chat has updated. You are hearable. So, round of applause
Wow.
for you. Yay. So now that you're here, let's turn this into a joint Q&A session. I think that'll be fun. Everybody ask your questions, even if they're stupid. We may or may not answer them. And
Stupid questions only.
Stupid questions only. If it's one specifically for like Megan or one specifically for me, please do like specify, because otherwise we'll be trying to answer the question like, well, I don't know. Like somebody's gonna ask something about bones, and I'm gonna be like, well, I think. So, do people?
The context clue definitely wouldn't have helped.
Yeah. No, definitely not for me. I don't know if everybody here knows you. A lot of people do. In case you don't, this is Megan. That's all the introduction you're getting. Jesus Christ.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Megan is one of my closest friends. We've been friends since I was 5 and she was 4. We don't actually like each other. We just are cordial because internet. And she's an archaeologist. An osteoarchaeologist. And she's a ginger.
I'm a fake ginger.
It's all ginger. Lies. It's even worse.
I believe nothing.
Yeah.
I choose to be this way.
Although sometimes you're blue. Or other things. So.
Blue was a mistake. We do not discuss blue.
Yeah. You had some other nice colors, didn't you do like pink? Or you did something that was really nice. It was pink.
Yeah, I've cycled through. Yeah, pink was good.
I liked the pink. I miss my pink hair. I forget that I had pink hair for so fucking long. And probably for some people that's what they associate me with.
I forget you had pink hair.
Yeah, it was like pandemic times. It was the dark times. So we don't speak
Nothing happened during the pandemic.
Yeah, no. Just like death and horrors. And that's about it. More craziness. I mean, you saw me like afterwards, like how insane I've gotten. Like I hate to bang on about the pandemic. Like it's, we're chill now kind of, but like, yeah, I'm insane now.
No, you're not.
Thanks for lying.
You're just you.
Oh, that's worse. At least insane is fixable.
I thought that was nice.
Chat would like to know what eyeshadow shade is best.
Are they asking you or me?
It wasn't specified, so I assume that is a joint question.
I tend to go for browns, but that's because I'm boring.
I mean, I do mostly boring makeup now anyway. I think if it has to be something that's not a brown, I love a blue, like a very vivid blue.
Yeah, I can see that.
Although, it's not really, I guess it depends on your skin tone and whether you're warm or cool, I don't know.
I tend to go for pink.
Oh yeah, pink is nice on you though. Pink doesn't always work on me, sometimes it makes me look like I'm sick. So...
yeah, it depends on the kind of pink. Like, is it like a nice shimmery, like blush pink, or is it I have pink eye pink?
Yeah, I mean,
I tend to go for the latter. Like it's it's a look.
When I do makeup, I gotta go for the pink eye. Like, I gotta look like there's something wrong with me, and you wouldn't want to be near me.
Exactly.
I have a fantastic question for you, because I already know obviously your answer, but. Do both of you guys call yourselves ancient aliens enthusiasts?
I saw this one and I was like, the shame, the horror. Who is this person?
Don't insult my
hang on. I'm a mod. Where's the ban button?
Don't you dare. Let's be clear. We're joking. So nobody get offended, please. Ban. Yes, but Megan will,
to
come
clarify. Yeah, to clarify as well, I do believe that there are probably aliens in the universe. I don't believe they built the freaking pyramids or any of the other shit you believe. about
Yes,
aliens.
well, whereas
I believe in none of it.
I'm
I'm an
like
archaeologist.
wise and stuff. Listen, when it comes to archaeology of like bones and people, right? Like if you tell me no, that person or like that skeleton is not a fucking alien, that is somebody who had like a body modification, I'll be like, fine, that's your area of expertise. However, aliens built the pyramid. And that's my whole argument. I have hair in my mouth.
Someone had a question earlier about do I work solely on older bones or have I worked on more current cases? Depends on your definition of current. I've worked on stuff from like the 17 and 1800s, which in archaeology terms is like relatively modern, but technically archaeology. So I don't know if that answers the question.
I would say that that's newer bones. Like I think most people, if you think of older bones, like we know people have been dead for a while, so that would be like people who are dead for ages.
Yeah, like archaeology, it depends on the country, but like Ireland and the UK, archaeology is anything over 100 years. So like 17th, 18th century, like that stuff's like barely archaeology.
What is the...
And like most museums and stuff won't even like look at stuff like that because they're like, yeah, barely archaeology.
What is the time frame again? Is it like 100 years or what is it?
Yeah, anything over 100 years is archaeology.
Okay. You don't have your camera on, do you? Because then I'm just like not.
I can turn it on.
If you want to, I can put you on screen, but you don't have to.
No, I don't mind. You had yours off, so I had mine off.
Oh, I can't put mine on because I'm using my camera to stream.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have explained that. Here, let me stick you on screen there. Somehow. Window capture. Create new. Hold on. Zoom meeting. This is going to be a mess for a minute. Oh.
My face is a mess, so.
Yeah, it's saying no. It's absolutely saying no to you being...
It doesn't want me.
Yeah.
It doesn't want me.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm offended.
It must be some kind of thing that it has in so you can't like record the meeting or something. Yes.
Oh,
sorry.
weird.
Well, at least now I can look at you and you cannot look at me.
I can look at the delayed version of you that's on my phone.
That might confuse you. You'll be like, I don't know how you're saying this thing. I love that everybody's on about aliens now. It's fantastic.
We've started something.
I mean, we might.
Someone also said, "Didn't you guys have a podcast once?" And to that, I say, "Shh."
We did,
That's my answer.
You know, things might be happening. Mish.
We've been saying that for like 2 years.
No, but now we have a plan. The problem is we planned too
well.
We
have a whiteboard.
Yeah,
guys, we have a whiteboard.
Let me get the whiteboard.
Flash the whiteboard.
I mean, it's probably like half rubbed out, although I haven't tried to write anything else on it since. Why do I have?
Well, that works out well because then we're not spoiling anything.
Whiteboard.
I'm pretty sure you showed the whiteboard in a previous stream.
Yeah, but I went like, what? So that's going to be delayed till you can see what I just did.
I'm now seeing you trying to bring up Zoom. That's how delayed I am.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's just my phone.
No, that's probably the stream. Because it usually is delayed. Wait till you hear about fifth dimensional forces. What? Sorry, I feel like my brain died there. Wouldn't it be funny if we did a fake news broadcast about an alien invasion? Like, of course Orson Welles is gonna say that.
Did you ever see the Late Late Toy Show fake? Of course you did. You saw the Late Late Toy Show fake alien thing, didn't you?
Yeah. That is what started. I had a nightmare after that, like my first sleep paralysis. Actually, I don't think it was even sleep paralysis. It was just like the demon without the sleep paralysis. Because, okay, can I explain actually? Because I just realized people don't know what we're talking about unless they're Irish and the same age as us.
Yeah.
There was 1 year. And actually, I have to start with what the Late Late Toy Show is. Can you explain what the Late Late Toy Show is?
Okay, so the Late Late Show is a talk show. I think it's probably pretty similar to the American Late Late Show, but I'm going to claim that ours came first, even though I'm not entirely sure that that's true. But on Christmas, well, not on Christmas, but like in November, December, I'm not sure when it comes out, they have a very specific episode of the Late Late Show, which they call the Late Late Toy Show, and they have a bunch of kids on reviewing like that year's popular toys, and it's always a disaster, and it's always epic, and there's always farmer kids playing with like cow toys, and there's always kids driving around on the latest new car thing, like knocking into the presenter, and it is always hilarious. But they always do like some big intro thing, and they've got like famous people on, like singers and stuff, and yeah. But yeah, they do a big intro like every year.
It's a big deal. Like the whole country watches it. It's mostly for kids, but like adults do watch it. And
adults watch it because it's a train wreck and it's hilarious.
Yeah, one year when we were like, I guess 9 or 10, we didn't watch it together for sure, but because I was in Tipperary by then. But one year they did the Late Late Toy Show, but instead of like, so every year has a theme. And instead of introducing the Late Late Toy Show, a news report came on, like a breaking news, like the actual news people. These bastards were in on it, and they were like, aliens have landed on Earth. And I remember watching that like, like it was so terrified. I don't know how you reacted. Like, did you think it was real?
I maybe for like 2 seconds thought it was real, but I was mostly just like, where's my Late Late Toy Show? I don't care that the world is ending. What is the must-have toy of this year? I gotta get my Santa letter in. Hurry up, give me my content.
You had your priorities in order. But
this
after
is not the video I clicked on.
Yeah, after that though, like it was just the Late Late Toy Show, but alien themed. But actually, no, I've gotten this completely wrong. That was not my first sleep paralysis demon without the paralysis. It was RTE again. It was those fuckers again. They did some like episode of like one of those, I don't know which show, but you know one of the shows where they have like people talking to the kids, like it's not a cartoon or whatever. One of those kind of shows. But there was aliens in it. And I remember it freaking me out. I was 5. Or maybe 6. This is when I lived in, do you remember the Lemon Lime apartment that had the trick bathroom door?
I don't. I feel, you only lived in one apartment that I remember.
Yeah, well, it was there, and it had the bathroom door that like
we used to climb out the window.
Yeah,
and, like, sit on the roof thingy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was there.
That was a dangerous thing for kids to do.
We lived, didn't we? But yeah, it was
here.
It was that apartment. I remember I got so freaked out, and when I went to bed that night, I heard, and I'm so sure I've told you this before, I haven't told chat though. I heard when I was trying to go to sleep, clearly, vividly, like I had a full-on hallucination of something going, "Greetings, Earthling." And so I just shut my eyes and was trying to be like asleep. But it was fully like, it was an external sound. Like I fully hallucinated this at the ripe age, whatever, 5, 6, whatever it was. It's like, sorry, I keep looking at Megan instead of the camera because I feel like Megan can see me, but Megan cannot see me.
I can't.
So yeah, that was that. It wasn't the clangers. I think that's mice, isn't it? No, it was like real people.
No idea.
Anyway, yeah, somebody's saying Patrick Keelty is doing the Late Late the Late Late Show now. It used to be, oh my god, Ryan Tuberty. I couldn't think of his name.
It used to be the scam artist himself, Mr. Tuberty.
Mr. Tuberty, who I met fairly recently. And I think I talked about this. This is when I met Jacksepticeye and Gab Smolders. And like I met Ryan first. The problem was I was sitting, but I didn't stand up when he went to shake my hand. And then afterwards I was like, oh my god, have I been really rude? And then I said it to my mum and she was like, no, the woman doesn't have to stand traditionally, so you're okay. I was like, all right. I'll go with that. But like I just fully stayed sitting down. So I feel like I was really rude to Ryan Tuberty. And then in the picture that I have with both Jack and Gab, a big poster of Ryan Tuberty is in the background. So
yep.
So Irish, I love it.
That sounds like RTE.
Yeah.
Just giant poster right in Germany.
But, like, free wine, just going. It's great.
Honestly, I want to go back just
Yeah.
for the free alcohol.
I mean,
They
we
give
probably,
you so much free alcohol.
like, if I say it, we can probably go to another thing. So, like,
Yes.
they're fun. It's fun. It's like you get to see a show, and then they give you free wine, as much as you can possibly drink before you get into the hall, which, as you know, I can drink a lot of it before I get in there. So, sorry, I'm suddenly...
Hey, you give me enough time, I could drink them out of wine.
Mm-hmm. You could do. And I would be proud of you for it. There was a word I was going for, but I couldn't think of it. I'm trying to see what people are actually saying. Was there any questions that came in? If you ever get any paranormal activity, record and you'll be the most famous person ever. No, anytime I have any kind of paranormal activity, I hide and I run and I try to save myself from death. Because you always see in horror movies, they're like, oh wait, I gotta catch this on camera, and they're like dead. Like the time I had the handprint in my bathroom, I was gone. And I don't bring my phone into the bathroom anyway. So I just rinsed my hair and
the
left.
one time we almost got something on camera, it was you and a friend of ours, and it was like Halloween or something, and we were out, and both of you were freaking out, and you were like, oh my god, it's UFOs, it's UFOs. And you were like pulling out your phones, and this was back when like phones didn't do video, or like it was really crappy video, and you were like trying to take photos of these like lights in the sky, and I turned to the both of you, and I'm like, they're lanterns. You idiots! It's Halloween!
In fairness, what age were you? Like 13?
Probably.
But yeah, that was...
We were idiots.
No, you were the smart one here. In this situation, I was...
Hey, I believed for a couple of minutes, and then I was like, hang on a minute, this doesn't make any sense.
No, I think the more pressing time was, do you remember when you came to Macedonia when I was living there? Megan came to Macedonia. We like vlogged this and everything. It was very fun. But on the bus back from, I don't know if it was on the bus on the way to where my grandparents and family live, or it was on the way back. We saw like lights in the sky, and they weren't moving. Do you remember this? It was like one big light, and it was like really suspiciously like static in the sky, but it was not connected to anything. It was not a light. Do you not remember this? We were trying to film it. I got like the end of it when it was kind of going away. But I didn't get like the full... Even you thought it was weird. That's why this is such like... But now you've forgotten, so I feel betrayed.
No, I'm sure it happened. I'm not doubting it happened. I just don't remember it. To be fair, I don't remember a lot of things from back then.
Yeah,
I kind of forgot I used to live in Czech Republic for a year.
You forgot you lived in a whole other country for a year.
Yeah.
We do need to go to
I want to go back, though. Yes, I want to go back.
We said we go together because I haven't been at all, and I would like to go.
Yeah, and I need to see the church with all the skeletons and the ossuary in the town I literally lived in and didn't realize had an ossuary until like the last week I was there. Because that's on par for me.
I also want to go to the thing, the church that's made out of people's bones.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go there.
I'm sorry, I'm just seeing what the chat is saying, and then my brain went shutting down.
Boop, boop, boop. Someone did ask travel plans before we started discussing this, so we like randomly stumbled on the correct topic.
That
I thought.
Yeah. Do you have any? She couldn't even see me high five her. Do you have any travel plans at the moment?
No, not really. I was looking at this field school in Greece that I've wanted to go to for years, and like it was COVID, and then it was cancelled, and then it wasn't cancelled, but they were only taking 6 people, and like they already had the people who are going, and like all of this stuff. So I was like looking, I was like, oh, maybe I'll go again this summer because like I've got money from work and everything, and like I can go. But they've like upped the cost, and it would be like $5,000, but it was like it's like 4 or 5 weeks, so like it kind of works out at a decent cost, but it would also be 5 weeks off work, so I don't know. But it's interesting. I want to go back to Greece or Italy.
Italy would
and
be
Czech
fun.
Republic.
I definitely want to go to Italy at some point. I don't have any plans. I do have like I am going somewhere at some point soon, but I never say where I'm going until I get back, just like a safety concern. Like, I know it's so
fair.
stupid to even, like, name a city. But, like, you know, it just makes me feel better. So, I'll tell you guys my travel plans when I get back. I mean, travel plan is always, at some point, Japan.
Yes, Japan.
Japan. So,
Mm-mm.
I can't believe I
That is
haven't
my
been there
like
yet.
ultimate. I know that's like my ultimate like thing, and I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what? I could probably swing it. You know, if I like saved up for like another 6 months, I could probably swing it. And apparently, well, I could save up for another 12 months because PewDiePie just said that October is a great time to go. So now I'm like, spooky season in Japan. You down? I'm down.
Oh, but they have those scary
Spooky season.
ghosts. They have very scary ghosts. Do they have more in
They're
October?
cool ghosts. I don't think they're particularly October-y. I don't think that's a thing in Japan. I could be wrong, but I think Halloween and stuff like that is very UK, Ireland, slightly America. And not even the UK. I don't think it's that big in the UK. Ireland and America, I think, is like the big Halloween places.
Okay. That kind of makes sense, to be honest. But I don't know. I would. Didn't you say you were gonna maybe go next year for sure? Like maybe for sure. That was my
Maybe.
for sure.
We have a friend who is a teacher. So she's got summers off and she was like, I want to go to Japan so we can go during the summer. Because I've always said if I go, I want to go for like a month and like see as much as I can see. Because realistically, like it would be very difficult to go back again. So I'd rather go one big bulk trip and like do loads of stuff. So she was like, oh, we could go for a month when I'm off over like summer holidays. But I'm like, that's great. But also it's summer and it's hot as hell. And there's so many people there in the summer. So maybe not.
I mean, if that's the time she can go, but then there's also like Easter holidays, no? Do teachers not get Easter holidays?
Yeah, but she only gets like a week or two.
Oh, okay. Right. I don't know, just like tell those kids to teach themselves. Get it together.
It's just like, you know what? Like you guys have iPads, like figure it out. You're good.
Yeah.
Google
teach
that.
yourself.
Watch a YouTube video.
ChatGPT. So people are talking about like where they have been. A couple of people have been to Japan. Somebody saw Mount Fuji from a ship, which I think is very cool.
Ooh, someone said they recently went to Turkey. I want to go to Turkey. I want to see Çatalhöyük, which is an archaeology site. It's cool.
I would like to actually go to Turkey to see the archaeological stuff because I've been to Turkey, but I've only been to Turkey in a resort, and that doesn't really count as being in Turkey. So, but it was lovely. Like I really enjoyed the resort. My meeting will end in 10 minutes. Why? Can I just start a new meeting?
I think it's because Zoom's no longer doing like Zoom used to only do like 40-minute meetings and then they extended it for COVID and I think they've gone back to the old 40-minute meeting format.
Well, have they considered going and fucking themselves?
people are arguing not arguing, but people are commenting in the chat that Halloween is Irish, and then someone else said, is it not Mexican? And then someone else said, no, it's Irish. I think Mexican, you're thinking Day of the Dead, which is on a different day as well. It's not on the 31st of October. It's a whole separate holiday. Halloween is traditionally Irish. And FYI, I gotta say this because someone wrote it in the chat, so now I have to say it. It's called Samhain. It is not called Samhain. If I hear another person pronounce it Samhain, I'm gonna gouge my eyeballs, my ears out.
Yeah, it's Samhain. It's Samhain. No, it is. Yeah, it's traditionally Irish. It was. I think it was pagan, right? Well, everything was pagan. So, like, it was a pagan festival.
I think it's had something to do with ghosts, like that it was thought to be the time that ghosts returned or something like that.
The spirits would connect as well as like the bad fairies and stuff, which is kind of all of them.
Yeah, so like people used to carve turnips, not pumpkins, and leave them out to scare off the bad spirits or something like that.
Also, costumes came in because people like they didn't want their kids to be stolen by the fairies, so they would dress their kids up to disguise them. So that's where the costumes come into play. I was reading something about this. a while ago, which was more recent, so I could remember more. And then there was like other stuff about like the food and stuff, and the bonfires are a big thing. But yeah, it's traditionally Irish. So there you go. You're all educated. Day of the Dead is its own whole different thing. They just are kind of similar-ish and around the same time, but then a lot of things across a lot of cultures just happen to coincide because of like, I don't know, the weather or something. You would know more than I would.
Yeah, I think winter and like the resurgence of the dead has a connection. You know, in like a lot of cultures, or like, you know, the like I wonder if like autumn and has a connection to it, because it's like when nature starts dying off, I guess, or like hibernating and stuff. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't
So
know if that's where the connection comes from.
somebody just said that Disney tried to trademark Day of the Dead.
Of course. I don't doubt that for a second.
Of course they did. That's so bad. What the fuck? They're like, yeah, we're gonna make this like lovely movie, and it's gonna, you know, it's not gonna be just about like, I don't know, North America. We're gonna have like all this Mexican stuff, and then like, oh, actually, we're gonna trademark your holiday. Fuck's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, actually, I can't even ask the question because somebody put Bealton and Samhain. I was gonna say, how would you guys assume those are pronounced? But I just said them out loud, and there's no way to ask it either. So I'm Megan. I'm sweating. It's so warm in this room. It's so warm in this room with the lights on and the desktop on. There's no ventilation, and I'm warm, and I'm wearing like big, thick jeans, and this top is really thick, and it's terrible. I am melting. I actually might get heat stroke. Like this might be the last you see of me. Can you entertain chat for 2 seconds?
No.
Okay. Fair.
I don't know how. I'll try if someone in chat will give me a topic of conversation.
No,
Go.
if you can't, it's fine. I'm just gonna
now.
Hold on, let me briefly.
Yeah. No, I can do it. I believe in myself. I just need something to talk about.
I'm just gonna let in some air. That's what I'm doing. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm letting in some air. So
ventilation.
Yeah, it's so fucking hot. It's not okay. It's not even slightly okay.
Disappointed, chat. You're giving me nothing to work with here.
It is very delayed.
Oh wait, it's delayed.
It's very delayed.
I completely forgot it was delayed. I was like, wow, guys, it's like not helpful at all.
You know, it is interesting actually, because some people know this, but not everybody. Like, I fully say you are the reason that I have this channel and the reason for the 100,000 subscribers, because first of all, I only got inspired to do YouTube at all because Megan introduced me to PewDiePie. And then I wanted to do gaming stuff.
I did?
Yeah, you introduced me to PewDiePie. Before that, I only watched like Shane Dawson and that stuff. And then from PewDiePie, I found Jacksepticeye and loads of other gaming people. So I was like, I want to do gaming. And then I ended up starting my own channel. Also, me and Megan used to make videos together that were not good, but they were there. I remember our whole goal was like... They have all since been
privated.
Yeah, but I remember our goal was like, we want to do a meet and greet. Like, we want to have enough people that we can do a meet and greet.
You have enough people, you could do a meet and greet now.
Yeah, but now I'm scared of getting stabbed.
Legitimate fear.
Yeah. So
we've grown up. I'm proud of us. We now know meeting strangers from the internet is not a good move.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure most of the people here are lovely, but then there'll be one crazy person who just finds out that there's a meet and greet, and they're going to be like, right, stabby stabby. So I mean, that one, do you remember, like, obviously she was much more popular and much bigger, but like, was it Christina Grimmie was her name? Like, she got shot.
I have no idea. Oh yeah. That yeah. I don't know if that's her name, but I have heard of that.
Yeah, well, like, all it takes is one crazy person. That's all it is. But to take things away from a less sad topic, anyway, back to how Megan is the cause of this channel, and you should all be thanking her, really. Yeah, like, so I started my channel because she showed me, like, PewDiePie and stuff, and then we had done videos together and stuff, and then I only knew about Dissociated because Megan told me about Dissociated along with a couple of other YouTubers. And so I started watching Dissociated, then found out about the drama, and made video. And then that was the video people started watching. And even still to this day, you give me ideas for videos and stuff.
All I'm hearing from this is you need to take my recs more often. The amount of times I recommend shit to you and you don't listen, and then you come back like weeks later and you're like, can you recommend me like channels to watch or like TV shows to watch or something? Because like I'm really bored. And then I'll give you like an entire list. And then like 3 months later you'll come back and be like, oh my god, I came across this show, you're gonna love it. And I'm like, bitch, check your receipts.
I'm sorry.
I got receipts.
I'm sorry. I don't do it on purpose. I'm just shit.
I do love it though when you come back and you're like, oh my god, have you ever seen this thing? It's great. And I'm like, I'm upset that you don't remember I recommended this, but at the same time, oh my god, it is great, and now we can finally talk about it.
It's just, I'm just like at the end of the screen, sorry. I've been sitting in the corner. No, like, you tell me stuff and then it's not because I don't adore you and your recommendations. I can't remember them. And it takes me a while to remember. So I'm currently putting on mascara because I realized I didn't put any in my eyebrows. And yes, I put mascara in my eyebrows because it's the only thing that's the right color. But if I put like a black pencil, it looks ridiculous. So there's that. Anyway, the point of today's story is Megan is great. And I need to take her recommendations more. And without her, there would be no VangelinaSkov channel. So everybody applause. Thank you, Megan.
That was the big announcement. I'm taking over the channel.
Yeah.
Because it's secretly been mine this entire time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even real. I'm AI.
I'm the silent partner. I created all of this.
Yeah. Oh my god, we should do at some point a video where we like watch all our old videos. Would people want to see that, where me and Megan like watch our old privated videos? Some of them no, because I think some of them might even potentially be like problematic. But
ooh, yep. Yep.
But like we'll vet them. Like the first Oreo. Like that video.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait, which one?
The video where I'm at your place and I eat my first Oreo.
Oh yeah.
You know what? We could probably do that now. But then you won't be able to see it. Unless I screen share. Hold on, can we attempt this? Do you not want to do this now? Tell me.
No, sorry. No, I'm getting confused because you're cutting out slightly and I'm trying to piece together what you're saying.
Oh, sorry. Am I cutting
I'm
out
also trying to pull up the live. No, you're fine now.
Okay, hold on.
I'm also trying to pull up the live because my phone's about to die, so I don't have the chat, even though it's delayed.
Oh, you do now, because I just shared my screen. Oh, fuck off. No, you're gone. Damn it. Sorry, that wasn't fuck off at Megan, it was fuck off at Zoom. Whoops. Megan's gonna think it's her fault. Right, sorry guys. For explanation, what just happened here is that I forgot that the call was about to kick me out. Megan, if you are here... Oh, no, it won't let me. Hold on. I'm gonna ask her if she can start a meeting. Otherwise, it's the end because it won't let me. Let's see what chat is saying anyway. I personally like Megan. Maybe she could take over. What do people think? Can we get a vote in chat? Who wants me to run it? Who wants Megan to run it? She could show some of her favorite bones. I mean, she might do that, you know, on her own stuff. But she could do it here. Like the video where you both say what you want to do when you grow up and then you do exactly that. Oh my god, the video of like... If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a video, and I know where you found it, from a vlog. Oh, okay, sorry, Megan, your phone has died. I forgot this. Are you able to start a meeting and email me the link? Because it won't let me start a new meeting. It's telling me to upgrade. I did have Zoom Premium for a while, but then I wasn't using it, so... yeah, there's like... I stuck that bit of the video, of an old video of me and Megan, into a vlog. And like in that I was talking about how like it would be so cool to like, you know, have enough people on the channel. I don't remember what exactly it was, but it was something along the lines of like have enough people on the channel to do like a Q&A or something like that. Or like, yeah, to do some kind of like challenge with subscribers or something like that. So now, 100,000. A Zoom meeting. We've been using Zoom for people who are confused. Guys, though, we probably won't stay on too much longer, I don't think. So, like, get your questions in the chat. Your burning questions. Like, now that you know that Megan has introduced me to essentially everything, that is the reason that I do YouTube, grill her on drama. She's gonna kick me for that. Now, ask your burning questions. Any question, stupid question, smart question, questions about bones, questions about aliens, questions about Trisha Paytas. I don't know if Megan follows Trisha Paytas. I don't think she does, but oh, Megan has Riverside. Sorry, I was reading something about eggs. Sorry, I'm sending myself the link to the new chat. Okay. Should be able to do this now. I might even be able to put Megan on screen, which would be nice. Okay, I think we're gonna get Megan back. So you won't have to listen to just me. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry about. While I'm doing this, don't forget that I will be doing a giveaway soon. So that's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. A little one. Megan!
I'm back.
Megan's back. Can everybody hear Megan?
It turns out also the delay was my phone because it's running fine on my computer.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good to know. I'm gonna try and put you on screen.
Turns out you shouldn't trust an ancient phone. Who knew?
Is it okay if I try and put you on screen?
Yep.
Okay, let me do that so people can see you, so they can see who we're talking to. Oh no, I went for browser instead of window. Sorry, I'm useless. Megan, talk quick. Talk about how aliens built the pyramids. Or Stonehenge or something.
No, there were questions. Hang on, there were questions up ahead. You figure that out. I'm gonna find questions.
I'm like moving myself around the.
Someone said that there are massive Gaelic mispronunciations in the Witcher game. They could not say Deirdre to save their lives. That's a difficult one.
How did they say Deirdre?
I have no idea. Megan, do you have a specific period of time you like to talk about from an archaeological standpoint? I used to study. I did my undergrad in classics and archaeology, so I like classics. I did my dissertation on Roman Britain, which goes with someone else's question about when did the Roman Empire really end. I spent 3 months writing an entire dissertation on Roman Britain, and I can't answer that question because I can't remember off the top of my head when the Roman Empire apparently ended.
Why did it end? Was everybody just like kind of a dickhead?
It got too big, I think it was essentially the problem.
They were too successful.
They were too successful. No, I think what happened was like they got too big and then they couldn't defend the outer territories, and then also like Catholicism was like coming about, and it was just like a bunch of different factors, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, like actually, what is your Roman Empire?
What do you mean? What is my Roman Empire?
Do you not know this? There's this whole thing apparently where like I think it's once a month, but every man and it's been confirmed by scientific testing, right? Very true and logical. Every man thinks about the Roman Empire at least once a month.
What?
Yeah. No,
only men? What about women?
only men.
Get a life.
What is your Roman Empire?
I'm a classicist, and I don't think about the Roman Empire that much.
Well, somebody pointed out they're not actually thinking about the Roman Empire. They're thinking about, like, being sweaty and having a sword and being, like, buff and stuff.
So being a man.
Yeah, essentially. But what is your Roman Empire? What do you think about all the time?
I don't know. All the things I say I'm gonna do and then don't do.
Fair. So people are very happy they can see you.
Hi. Apparently I'm lagging again because I can't see that.
Oh.
I mean, and by that I mean my version of chat.
Well, it is also, like, it is laggy in general. Like, there is a delay on it. On a purposeful reason for English. That was really good, though. I can tell you what my Roman Empire is. I figured it out.
Okay.
My Roman Empire is Twilight. I think about Twilight. I think about Twilight an insane amount. Like, it's actually not okay. You know?
It's never okay to think about Twilight.
But I think about it all the time. Like, at least once a month, but more frequent than that. You know? Like, I'm constantly thinking about Twilight. I was reminded of it today because it's either today or yesterday was Indigenous Peoples Day. And people were talking about, like, the crimes of Twilight, essentially. And, like, apparently the guy, so one of Jacob's friends in the movie, not in the books, in the movie, was supposed, like, he was originally cast to play Jacob, but it's the whole thing in the books that, like, when they turn into werewolves or whatever, they have to cut their hair. And for, like, his own, like, spiritual reasons, he didn't want to cut his hair. So they just recast Jacob. Instead of being like, you can wear a wig, they were like, no job for you. You can be the friend who gets one line.
Of course.
Yeah. So, the crimes of Twilight. Twilight, I'm not saying Twilight is good, by the way. Twilight is bad. Twilight is terrible. But I do, like, I just think about it all the time. All the time. Why is everybody talking about Julius Caesar? Oh, because we were talking about Roman Empire. Gladiator. Did he invent salad? Yeah, no, he did actually. Well, he didn't invent salad. Salad already existed. He invented putting dressing on salad. And before that, everybody just ate it plain. So...
Okay.
Wait, see them come up. If she was a pro, she would put this in a new tab to see them as they come up. Oh, Megan, I could actually screen share with you and then you can see the chats in time.
I presume it's fine because that one not just came up, but that one, well, now it's What's a Twilight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's on time.
I think I'm good, yeah.
Hold on tight, spider monkey. Guys, questions.
You've been thinking about Twilight. I've been thinking about the Hunger Games a lot. And you know what? I shat on it because it came out like around Twilight when all those like teen fantasy shit was coming out. But you know what? It's actually pretty decent. I'm kind of excited about the new one.
No, I was the same. When it came out, I was like, this is bad. Like, this is boring. It's so basic. But then I watched it a few years later, and because I'd only seen the first movie, and I watched them all. I was like, this is amazing. I'm reading the book now, the new book that came out for the prequel, and it's Megan, I'm so happy because you know I have been reading a litany of terrible books. It's been like, for people who don't know, this is very upsetting. I just kept reading bad book after bad book, and I was getting like fed up of reading. Like, I read this one book, and the problem with this book, I can't remember what it was called, like something about the serpent and the wings of night or something like that. It's about like vampires. It's kind of like if the Hunger Games were vampires, and also it's completely voluntary, and then it's also like romance. And it's the concept, the story is interesting. Like, the concept is interesting. The problem is, like, I don't want to be mean. I feel like I'm about to be mean. And I don't want to be mean. And I don't mean it to be like I'm bullying the writer. But it's just objectively, like, she's not a good writer. You know, like, she constantly, the main character, because it's in first person, all that, she's always saying, I feel like this, I think this, here's the intricate in-depth reasons why I do the things that I do, and I think the things I think. It's like fully introspection all the time, and there's no subtext, there's no nothing. And like, she had a good concept, and I hope she improves as a writer, because, you know, like, she's got the creativity, she's got all of that, like, she can spell, but it, like, there was some emotional bits that did make me emotional, so she can do that, but it was just so painful to read. And then on top of that, there's this whole thing in it. I'm so sorry to everybody that you have to hear this, but if I have to read it, you have to as well. So, spoilers, by the way, like, turn the audio off for like 30 seconds. There's this whole thing where, like, she gets with the vampire lead, the man, and, like, they're it's before they get together, like, it's all the tension and stuff, and he's gonna starve to death, so he has to drink her blood, and she's like, fine, you can drink my blood. Like, she offers it to him. I actually kind of liked his character just for the fact that, like, he was very, like, good with the whole consent stuff, which you don't normally get in, like, YAs and things. Like, it's always very, like, oh, man, gonna dominate. He's always like, you're safe. Like, are you okay? Like, do you want... Like, he's very good like that. But anyway, he has to drink her blood, and then he's like, you know it's gonna make you, and she's like, yeah, I know, and it, like, it writes in the book, like, literally the words, vampire venom makes you horny. And, like, they're like, listen, I know people like a bit of spice. The issue, along with it being silly, why is it focusing on my background and not me? The issue, beyond it being silly, focus on my face, camera. Hello? No, it's not going to focus on me. Anyway, is the fact that prior to this, she has been bitten twice. The first time by her, like, boyfriend, and she's not turned on. She's terrified. The second time, it's by some old creepy dude, and she just said she didn't like it. She's disgusted. So she just threw this in at the end of the book, didn't bother to retroactively go and fix that. And it's something that would have been picked up on by an editor, but it was self-published. And there's nothing wrong with self-publishing, but, like, you can tell that there wasn't an editor involved. Like, it just suddenly it does this thing.
Yeah. That's, like, it's not as bad. You've read it as well. The Court of Thorns and Roses.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished. Well, I finished the first book.
I think I haven't finished the first book, actually. I forgot to finish it. But I've read, like,
it's not going to be, like,
90%.
spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to say spoilers or anything, and, like, don't come for me, because I know loads of people are, like, into it, and I am going to read the rest of it. I do want to read the rest of it. It has potential. But, like, so much of the first book was, like, nothing happened, and then everything happened, and then in between you had side characters explaining all the shit you should have picked up on in the bits where nothing was happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like nothing happened for, like, 3/4 of the book, and then just as, like, stuff's actually about to happen, one of the side characters is like, oh, by the way, this, and this, and you're just like, you couldn't have found a way to, like, you know, not have to have someone just, like, explain the entire plot of your book, like, near the end of your book when someone needs to figure out the plot.
Yeah.
And also, one of my friends sent me this reel recently of, like, someone, it was, like, this guy and, like, someone off screen is, like, handing him the first Court of Thorns and Roses book. And he's like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, spicy, fairy smut. And then, like, they keep going through the series, and he's like, oh, wow, is like, fairy orgy? Is that happening? Like, you know, like, yada, yada. He's like, oh, my God. Like, you know, stuff like that. And I gotta say, there are some, like, spicy scenes in the book, but, like, I give zero shits, because you have made me give zero shits about these characters. Yeah. I read this, like, fairly good-sized book. And yet I feel like I know nothing and care nothing for these characters.
Yeah.
And I get it's the first book in a series, but like, if the plot's not going to move forward, which is fine if it's like a 5-book series or whatever, like you're just setting things up. But like the one thing you should set up is like why I should care about these characters and their smutty fairy sex.
Yeah,
and I don't care.
Like also, this might be a slight spoiler, but like the bit of like it's again, he's so dominating, and like the first time there's any kind of encounter, it's like very not okay. You know? But also, like, that's what I was saying to you before you'd read the book, because I couldn't tell you anything. Like, the middle of the book, nothing's fucking happening. It's, like, pure muddy middle. There's nothing going on. It's, like,
it literally is. It's, like, it makes no sense. And, like, the one time something does happen, it's just cringe, and it doesn't actually have anything to do with the plot. It's just really like cringy and hard to read, and the entire time I was like, can I skip ahead 10 seconds? Where's my 10-second skip button? I don't want to read this.
Also, okay, I am going to be spoilers. Like, skip ahead 30 seconds again. Sorry, you can't skip ahead, this is live. Pause the audio for 30 seconds. Like, the whole thing of her, like, she's this hyper independent character, and she's had to survive and feed for her whole family, and then as soon as she falls in love, it's like, oh, this is all I care about, this is the only thing, I've lost my entire personality, and I'm now gonna be a girl and a fairy and a princess and a la 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 la. You know?
That's the bit I didn't get. At no point did they build up that these two are in love.
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from? Like, so in love that she's like gonna die saving him, and I'm like, love? Yeah. Where? You barely even gave me smut, and now you're saying there's love? There ain't even lust in this relationship, bitch! What's happening?
Also, in the spicy scene, they use the word sheathe, which I despise.
I don't like it. Oh! No, continue.
No, go. I was done. I was just gonna say it's terrible.
No. I literally continue. I need to grab something.
Okay, grand. Well, anyway, book not good. Everybody says the rest of the books get better. But, I don't know. I didn't... It just disappointed me because, like, the start of the book is decent and it catches you and it's like, yeah, this book is going to be really good and there's going to be loads of action and darkness and, like, stuff, and then it's like, never mind.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is, so I got that book at the airport on the way back from London, and I'd wanted to read it for a while because our friend recommended it to me, and then I knew you had read it, and like other people, I'd been hearing a lot about it, so I was like, I'll grab it and read it. But I'd grabbed other books in London, and I stupidly, of course, read the first book in a series as opposed to reading the other books I have that are just like standalone books. Mm-hmm. So now I've told myself I need to read the other ones before I can like read the rest of A Court in Thorns and Roses. But I wanted to show you these because I got them in Gaze the Word, which is like this LGBTQ plus QA plus bookstore in London. And if you're there again, you should go visit it. But I haven't read them yet, so like this is not a review, but I got this one, which is about Guinevere and King Arthur, except King Arthur's gay and Guinevere's a lesbian, and they're in an arranged marriage, or they're going to be in an arranged marriage. And then there's this one, which I mostly just bought because of the cover, but the story actually looks really cool.
What is that one? I can't read what it says.
The spirit bears its teeth.
Okay.
It's about a girl who can see ghosts, but everyone thinks she's crazy because she's a trans woman, and some other things. That's a bad description. I read the description like a month ago, and I've completely forgotten. I need to read it. But these are not recs. I have not read these books, but those are two books that are on my to-read list.
And there is definitely a pretty cover, so at least we know that much, because we do judge a book by the cover here. That is what we do.
Oh, definitely.
I forgot what I was going to say. No, it was something about... Oh, shit. No, it's gone. It's completely gone. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I found another one. No, you're okay. I found another one I bought that I forgot I bought because it's very small. But it's asexual fairy tales.
Love that. Need more of those.
That's my book recs.
Don't know why fairy tales are so romancy. Aren't they for kids? that's what it reminded me. Sorry, I remember now. The the book Court of Thorn and Roses, isn't it so like in your face that it's just inspired by Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, that didn't dawn on me until afterwards, but it definitely is.
I think she's even confirmed it. Like I found that out after I read it.
Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like loads of books are like inspired by other books. Like I have book ideas that are inspired by like mythology and like stuff like that. Like it's completely normal. That's fine. But like at least do something cool with it.
Well, also I would argue it is completely fine, but who looks at the beast and says, "Yeah, that's sexy"? I feel like maybe
furries.
Oh, okay. So she's a furry. This is what we're establishing here. She might be. Is she?
This is the other thing. Like, I'm not great at picturing things in my head, like from books and stuff. Like, it's not that condition thing where people can't imagine things. I don't have that. I'm just like, when it comes to like, I think it's my dyslexia. I'm not great at like reading descriptions and like absorbing them well. But the whole like him being able to turn into some like weird lion looking beast thing, like that just didn't play in my head. My brain was like, and a nope.
Yeah.
Just nope.
Well, so I think in that case, I think to be honest, she didn't do a good job describing it because I had a really hard time picturing stuff in that book. I usually don't picture things super vividly. Like I don't.
I think that was another thing.
You go.
No, sorry. I was just about to say, yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't care about the characters or anything that was happening or, you know, like anything. Because it was like mostly like dialogue and then like a bit of description about like things, but like nothing that really mattered to anything. You know what I mean? Like she described like a hallway or the paintings or stuff like that. But I'm like, this plays no part in the plot. You're barely describing what the characters look like. You're barely describing like how people are feeling about things. You know, like everything's like dialogue. You know, and I'm like, I'm not connecting to these characters at all. You're not giving me anything.
Yeah, no, they were very hard to connect to, which is I think as well because like we both read Cassandra Clare, and that's one thing that she does amazingly is like making you really love those characters. Like you are invested in every single, which is like a big deal considering like in the Chain of Gold, like that whole series, like there's so many POVs, so many characters, but you care about all of them, which is like I think going from that to something where like you can't care about them at all. It's like, why am I reading this book?
Yeah, when you've got a book that's like this isn't the Court of Thorn and Roses book, but when it's like about that thick, it's one person's point of view and I don't give a shit about anyone. Whereas, okay, Cassandra Clare's books in that series are slightly thicker, but they're still not like hugely bigger than that, and they've got multiple POVs and I care about every single character. Like even the villains who don't have a POV, I'm like, I still care. Like they're still fascinating.
Yeah.
And she manages to like string in stories from later books or stories from her short story series and stuff like that, like in the background, and it's not taking away. Like you who haven't read those things could probably read the story and just think, oh, it's another one of like she's just describing this, whereas me who's like read all the other things, I'm like, oh my god, that's this thing from that thing, and like, oh my god, but it like doesn't take away from the story. Like it's not like a glaringly like, look at this random thing in the background.
Yeah, no, everything ties in quite nicely, I think, as well. And it's all, like, very important for, like, building your relationship to them and stuff. So, Chad asked if we've read Game of Thrones. Have you?
I haven't.
I want to, actually.
Have you?
I haven't read it at all, but, like, I would like to read it. There's so many of them. It's a bit daunting, because I know when I read one, it's like I have to read them.
My thing as well is like, I like Game of Thrones, I like House of the Dragon to watch, but at the same time when I'm like reading books or watching TV, I don't necessarily need every character to live and have a happily ever after, but I want like a satisfying resolution. And things like that are like, okay, there's dragons and magic and shit in it, but they're realistic in the sense that they're like, there will not be a satisfying conclusion, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, this is not my escapism. You're gonna like rip out my heart and stomp on it and then give me no happily ever afters, and I can't handle that.
See, that's what I love about Game of Thrones, because I get pissed off with happy endings sometimes, because I'm like, maybe I'm just like, there's something deeply wrong with me, but I'm just like, this is unrealistic. Like, sometimes I love it. Like, sometimes it's really nice. Like, especially when I'm invested in the characters. Like, I want them to be happy, but I don't want everybody to just be happy. And I think I liked that in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
like,
like,
you never knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't need every character to like be happy. And like the Chain of Gold, or whatever that like series, Cassandra Clare series was called, like that one, okay, most of the characters got a happy ending, but like some of them had like kind of open endings, like spoilers, skip 30 seconds. Like Matthew had like an unresolved ending. Christopher's ending was soul destroying, but you know, like it wasn't all like happily ever after, and but it was the right mix for me, where I was like, it's slightly realistic because these people's endings are just like neatly tied up in a bow, but then also like I'm getting a conclusion. Whereas I feel like things like Game of Thrones and stuff, you don't like get the same thing.
I get what you mean. You know what I think is actually like one of the most perfect endings is like, again, I haven't read the books, but I'm assuming the movies are the same as the books and how they end the Hunger Games, where like,
oh yeah,
like she lives, she gets to, you know, live her life. Technically things are free, but there's still political instability, obviously, because things aren't just going to be solved immediately. Still, like, her sister dies. She still is like plagued with nightmares. She has full on PTSD, and it's like, it's realistic and it's like bittersweet, but it still had like, it was still the good ending, you know?
Yeah, like that's the thing. That's the difference, I think, is like I like an ending where it's like that, like it's happy in a sense, but like also realistic because they're still struggling with these things. Whereas if the Hunger Games had played out the same way the Hunger Games did, but then like in the end, Snow still won. You know, like the Capitol still won. Or Coin ended up taking over and history just ended up repeating itself. Like that's the ending that I'm just like, I can't. I read all of this and now it's like history's gonna repeat itself, and like that is more realistic, but I can't.
Yeah. No, it is like one of the, that's kind of what I look for in an ending, I think. So I think we want the same thing. I think I'm just more inclined towards sadder things, like in the endings and stuff, you know? Like I'm more forgiving of it being just everything's bad. But that reminds me though.
I also just don't deal well with like political shit.
Fair. No, I kind of like that one. Thank you for the super chat. I know it's not much. It is very much and very generous. Thank you so much. But congratulations on all the hard work, achievement on your dream on YouTube. And shout out to Megan. Shout out to Megan. You guys are awesome. Thank you. It's very sweet of you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the prequel book, you should absolutely read it. It's genuinely, it's fantastic. And like the character building is amazing. And it's like it's just such a good book. Like I haven't read such a good book in ages.
I've heard good things, and the movie trailers look good for it as well.
I haven't actually watched the trailer because I didn't want it to spoil anything that might happen in the book. So
it played before the Barbie movie.
I don't remember.
Okay, well that worked out well for you.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Somebody asked, have you ever watched Carnival Row? I watched the first season.
Carnival Row. I have.
And then I watched the last episode of the second season without watching the second season. Because that's just what I do.
I haven't heard of it. Is this going to be one of those things where you tell me I recommended this to you?
No, I don't think I did, because I knew they were going to cancel it before they came out with the second season. Like, they knew before the second season came out that the show, like, they finished it in the second season, and I knew that it wasn't going to be as satisfying because they were going to have to rush to finish it. It was okay. It's, like, about fairies in a sort of Victorian-esque version of not London, but London, and, like, they've all been chased out of their home, and they're now like living in Carnival Row, which is like an area of this, not London but definitely Victorian London, or like Victorian New York, you know, like Victorian major city. And it's like political and stuff. Like, it was good, but you could just tell that it wasn't gonna go anywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's weird. It's got Orlando Bloom and Cara Delevingne in it. Is it Orlando
so
Bloom?
it's like a big thing.
Oh yeah, it was Amazon did it.
Oh, okay. I think I actually have.
Oh,
like a
speaking of Amazon, it was Orlando Bloom. I got that right. Hey,
what were you gonna say?
I was saying, speaking of Amazon, you should watch Invincible. It's a cartoon. It's great.
I have not heard of it, but I think I have a free trial of Amazon Prime at the moment. Amazon Prime? Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah. So I can probably watch that then. I will write that down. Invincible.
It's great. It's like based on a comic book. It's really good.
Chat asked...
Don't look up anything to do with it though, because there's like a thing at the end of the season. So
Okay.
Don't look up anything.
So I'm trying to find the question. I've lost it. Oh, if we liked the Barbie movie.
I liked it.
I thought it was so fun. Like, it was just funny.
Yeah.
It was lighthearted and funny, and I enjoyed it. It was a good time. I like seeing the bloopers when they come up on TikTok. Of like, have you seen any of like Ryan Gosling? The bit where like she comes up and says, "I'm ready to be your on again, off again, like low maintenance girlfriend," whatever it was. I don't remember. But and he like goes and, "Can you excuse me for a second?" And he goes back into the house and he shouts, "Sublime!" Like, apparently that was all what's the
ad-libbed?
Yeah. Like where he would just say stuff, but there's like one where he's like, "This milkshake did bring the boys to the yard," or something like that. It's just so ridiculous. Like, the shit he said, it's so good. I love them. But yeah,
I liked it because it like, it like had a message, but it wasn't like in your face message. It was just like a fun like movie, and then it was like fun. It was lighthearted, and then it was also just, you know, had like a message, but it wasn't like crazy with it.
Yeah, no, it was like, it wasn't the messaging we would have gotten if that movie was made in 2015. Like, it was a nice balance. It wasn't just a message, there was also a plot.
I saw a thing as well that was like, you know, when the daughter character is like sitting at lunch with all of her friends, and Barbie like comes up to them and she's like, "Ew, we haven't played with Barbie since I was like 5." You know what, like, whatever that was. Each of those girls is designed after a Bratz character. Is like made to look like a Bratz character.
Oh
so like God. They're the Bratz to her Barbie.
Oh my God.
I love that because I was a Bratz kid.
I didn't even get that. Oh, I love that.
I'm pretty sure they were all named after Bratz characters as well. I can't remember if that was true.
I truly didn't pick up on that. That's amazing. That. Yeah, it was.
I didn't pick up on that either. I saw it like online.
It was just fun. Like, it was like genuinely funny. So I enjoyed it. Because there are things nowadays where like there's a lot of messaging, but it misses out on having any kind of story or enjoyability, like Grey's Anatomy. So like, that show has just died.
God, I was watching a YouTube video recently, like literally this morning, about how this woman faked having cancer, and she was a writer on Grey's Anatomy, and they wrote in her cancer story, like she wrote in her cancer story to Grey's Anatomy, like in an episode of Grey's Anatomy, and then she like also stole other survivors' stories and wrote them into Grey's Anatomy as well.
Why? What the fuck?
The funny thing is, this is like around the time Grey's Anatomy started getting really shit as well, so I'm like, this explains things.
So was she actually like a really good writer? Was the problem, and then they had to get rid of her?
No, like some of the not bad. Actually, one of the storylines was like critically acclaimed. Like, it was really good. It was are you caught up on Grey's Anatomy? Like, relatively
somewhat.
caught up?
Yeah, relatively, yeah.
Have you seen the episode about Joe's biological mother?
Yeah.
and her like what happened to her and like who her biological father
Yeah.
was. Yeah, she wrote that episode.
Okay.
So like that was a good like that, you know, that one was a good episode, but like I'm not saying she wrote bad episodes. I'm just saying like all of it was happening around the same time that the show started kind of like falling apart. And I don't think it had anything to do with her, but like.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I thought she had been like writing for the show the whole time, and then when she left, that's when it started to get bad.
No, she came on like season like 13 to 15 or 16, something like that.
Okay. I feel like this is such a niche conversation. People are going to be like, Grey's Anatomy. Isn't that like the straight people show?
I have issues with Grey's Anatomy.
Great. Oh, we could like talk for hours about our problems with Grey's Anatomy. Like it's it's a problem. Although I feel like I should actually be ending the stream, to be perfectly honest. But we can stay on and chat for a minute if you want to. But I will just say a quick thing to everybody. This was very fun to do. I've never done a live stream with somebody. Actually, no, we've done a live stream before. We did quizzes. I'm such a liar.
Did, and then YouTube took down my version of it because apparently I was copywriting.
Yeah, the bullshit. Like, didn't it say it was copying my stream? And I'm like...
It didn't say who I was copying, but I was like, what?
Yeah, some bullshit.
It's a live stream. How am I copying a live stream of a live stream at the same time as the live stream? Make it make sense. Such
bullshit. Well, beyond that, I haven't done a stream with somebody since then. So this has been really fun, actually. It's nice to have somebody to chat to. But yeah, like the main purpose of me doing this stream was that like the channel, as I said at the beginning, now has 100,000 subscribers, which is fully insane to me. And I don't know how to actually fully like share my appreciation because it is so like I love Megan's dancing in the background. It is so like it's such a big deal. And to be perfectly honest, like I'm not joking. This like to some people this is gonna sound stupid, but this is like truly my biggest life achievement. This is like such a big milestone in my career because this is my career. And thank you so much for everybody who's subscribed, for everybody who's watched and didn't want to stick around but gave it a go anyway. Just like thank you to everybody, and thank you to everyone who's here. I do obviously want to do something more than just a stream and say thank you. Like I will have things going out soon. There will be a giveaway. I'm not announcing it here just because I can't do a giveaway in a live chat because then I'd have to like take down notes of who's writing it, and then I will do nothing else beyond like taking down notes. Also because it feels kind of unfair to people who couldn't be here because like it is like work hours for some people, or sleep, some people are sleeping. So there will be a giveaway. We'll be doing that soon. But yeah, you have Megan to thank for the channel, and she's taking it over now. That's the big announcement.
I take full responsibility for all of this.
When I get cancelled, remember
my AI mission is a success.
When I start like saying something really problematic, then it's going to be fully Megan's fault. Why am I out of focus? The camera said don't say anything problematic. I'm not focusing you. But yeah, thank you to Megan for supporting me throughout this career. She has been amazing. Thank you to all of you for watching, and you know how big of a deal this is to me, like how ridiculous this is and how insane. So I'm very happy. I don't generally feel the emotion of excitement. I'm just missing it. Like I don't know what that's about. I've talked to my therapist about it, but I was excited about this. It was mixed with anxiety, but it was mostly excitement. So yeah, so it's a good thing. And I love you all. You're all wonderful. And I think that's the end of the stream. Do you want to say something, Megan?
Congratulations. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
There's my friend right there.
Thank you. You're the sweetest. Where is the best place to follow you at the moment? Because I'm not sure what you're... Like, I just chat to you. You know, I follow all your stuff. What's the best go-to place for people?
At the Resurrection Woman on Instagram.
It has been put into the chat, actually. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate that. Yes, everybody follow Megan Jennifer on Instagram at the Resurrection Woman or just Resurrection Woman.
Yeah. The Resurrection Woman.
Thank you.
The one and only.
Okay, I do follow Megan, by the way. She changed her username recently, so it's still not in my head properly.
According to Instagram, I've changed it 6 times on that account, and only 3 of those were because of spelling mistakes.
That's okay. It happens. Well, now it's the Resurrection Woman. So, follow her. And, you know, she's going to be taking over the channel soon, so you'd want to do that. Also, like, you know, follow me.
You mean I'm going to be taking back my channel?
Oh, yeah, you're right. We didn't look at the Oreo video, but I think we can do that at some point in the future.
We should definitely do that at some point.
Yeah, we can also, like, vet the other videos and see which ones are safe to watch and which aren't. So, yes. Anyway, thank you to everybody. You're all wonderful. I'm just having a look at the chat, and you're all very sweet. Thank you for joining us today. And I will see you. I will see you all soon. I will probably do another stream soon at some point. Maybe Megan will join as well if she feels like it, and if I didn't scare her off. Goodbye. Mwah. Bye.